Hi, this is Tad Coles. I'm the Compassion Fatigue Coach. I've got something to show you tonight that is really cool. It's called Provider Resilience. So here I'm going to open up their website so you can see that. Let's start there. This is a company, National Center for Technology, or Telehealth and Technology, and that developed it, which is like a subset of the Department of Defense. So it has, it was developed for people who are working with veterans, but it can really be used by anybody who is concerned about maintaining resilience so that they don't succumb to burnout and compassion fatigue. It's a really nice little app. And so let's start off with looking at the website here, and here are some screenshots, and I'm going to be able to show you more of the app in just a minute. I'll show it to you on my phone. But the purpose here, it says, is healthcare providers treating military personnel. But like I said, it can be used for anybody. And this talks about what the assessment scores mean, and I'll talk about that a little bit as we go through it. It rates you for compassion satisfaction and ends up giving you a resilience rating on this little dashboard, which is really cool. And also gives you a burnout rating and gives you an idea about if you need to go get some R&R, some relaxation. So so now you can see my my iPhone, and I'm going to go back to the provider resilience. Now, the first thing that we want to look at is the dashboard, and this shows you what my score is, and it also shows you the time since your last vacation. So that's nice. So it's been 20 days, 20 hours, and 40 minutes since my last vacation. And gives you an idea. There's your vacation clock. You can update the clock there. This is your burnout survey there. And this is the ProQOL and the Builders Killers section. So some of that you can customize some of that too. So let's just start with the vacation clock. I'm going to show you how that works. Oh, here, I got to click it on here. So if you want to update your clock, then that would reset that clock right here. And so I did that right there. And if you want to turn it off, you can turn it off there. If you're on vacation, put it back on again. Oh, see, that reset my clock. And so anyway, put it back to 0. So here, let's see, update the clock. Okay, so actually it was like August 30th was about right, somewhere in there. So now, so I'm going to save that. So that shows you how you there, and that says 27 days. So it was anyway. I didn't get it quite right, but that's pretty close. So that's what happens with the clock. Now down here at the bottom, I'm going to go back to the dashboard, and so this will show you then. So I just did the vacation clock, that right there. Now I'm going to do the burnout, and it says update in 3 days. So you take this test once a week, I think is how it goes, and I'll just show you about taking the test then. So how happy am I? How would you describe yourself as you approach your work today? And I'm pretty happy. And you just slide these. Do I feel trapped? Really, today I didn't feel trapped at all. Are you satisfied? So I'm doing a little bit better now than the last time that I took this. Are you preoccupied? I am a little preoccupied. I'm just going to leave that one where it is. And how connected do you feel? I feel pretty connected. Worn out? I'm not worn out today. Got a good night's sleep last night. Caring? I'm very much so. On edge? I'm not on edge today. I feel really valuable. And today, I'm not feeling traumatized at all. So I submit that. Click the little submit button here. And now, see, it changed my score. I was at 75. Now I'm at 80. So I was doing a little bit better. And then this is a really nice thing here, the Builders Killers. So you're supposed to do this every day. Did I take a short walk? I did take a short walk. Did I perform at desk stretching isometrics? I'll show you, there's a little, they've got some diagrams for how to do the isometrics, but I didn't do them today. So that's the truth. And are you focusing on today's resilience practice using the affirmation? And I did do that. And have you taken a day off? Yeah, I have taken a day off in the last 60 days. And I laughed at some stuff today too, so that's cool. So you've got a place you can, and yoga. I did some yoga this morning, so I'm doing pretty good on all that. And then, so those are the resilience builders. And now this next one is the resilience killers. And did I come? No, I didn't come to work sick today, so I don't, and I didn't skip lunch. Plus, I did not eat lunch at my desk either. I sat down at the table, so that's a good thing. And did I eat any? I didn't eat any junk food. I'm doing great on this. Did I work? I did. I did work last weekend, and I stayed up late last night, so I'm going to check those. So go to next on that, and it doesn't look like it changed my rating. Kept it at 80, but depending on what you do, you can change your rating. And then the other thing that is on the dashboard here is the Pro QOL, and I did that. Looks like I did that 10 days ago. You really don't have to do this every time, but this is. It's been 10 days, it says, since your last update. So you can do this more frequently if you want, but it'll start giving you a reminder that you need to do it after 30 days. So there's a little deal at the upper right, update your Pro QOL. And this is a statement to read. You know, there's this deal, right? It says last 30 days, and right in the middle there, and it's kind of, there's that type is kind of messed up there, but just have to bear with that. So when you work with people, you have direct contact with their lives. As you may have found, your compassion for those you treat can affect you in positive and negative ways. So these are some statements, positive or negative, takes about 5 minutes. So let's do the Pro QOL. Cool, huh? So I am happy. So consider the above statement. Oh yeah, and I think that says the last, see, this is, you're supposed to do the last 30 days, that's in red there. It's kind of hard to see though, so that's kind of a glitch in the program, in the app. But consider the above statement when you think about your current work situation. I'm happy, I'm gonna say often, so I'm gonna do 4. And so we've got 30 of these questions, I'll run through them. Am I preoccupied with more than one person I treat? Not now, I'm not. I get satisfaction. And so for veterinarians, you could, instead of person you treat, you could put, you know, patient I treat. So you can modify this to your own. I get satisfaction being able to help other people. Often that happens. I feel connected to others. Very often I've been feeling that. I jump or am startled by unexpected sounds. And I'm not doing that right now. So I'm going to put never, but that changes. Sometimes when I get all hyped up, I get sensitive to sound, and that's one of the symptoms of compassion fatigue, or if you see it in others, if you see other people, it'd be a sign of compassion fatigue. I feel invigorated after working with those I treat. Sure, I do. I say often on that one. Find it difficult to separate my personal. I'm not having trouble with that right now. I'm not as productive at work because I'm losing sleep over traumatic experiences. That's not happening to me right now. I think I might have been affected by the traumatic stress of those I treat. It's really rare. I do rarely on that one. I feel trapped by my job. I do not feel trapped. Well, I'll say rarely on that one too. Because of work, I have felt on edge about various things. I'm not. I like my work as, and then fill in the blank, whatever it is, you therapist, veterinarian, technician, counselor. I like my work very often. I feel depressed because of the traumatic experience of other people I treat. I'm not having that happen right now. I feel as though I am experiencing the trauma of someone else I've treated. No, I'm not doing that. I have beliefs that sustain me. That's very often. I'm pleased with how I am able to keep up with treatment techniques. And I'm going to say sometimes on that. I could use a little more training on some things. I want to do a little bit more. So I'm the person I always wanted to be. Often I feel that way. My work makes me feel satisfied often. So I'll rush through these. I feel worn out because of my work. I said rarely. I have happy thoughts and feelings. Those I treat very often. Overwhelmed because my caseload seems endless. Sometimes I feel a little overwhelmed. I believe I can make a difference through my work. I often believe that. Avoid certain activities. So avoidance is another one of the symptoms, and I'm not doing that right now. I am proud of what I do to help very often. As a result of my work, I have intrusive, frightening thoughts. I'm not doing that now. So, and it has happened to me in the past, though. I feel bogged down by the system. Sometimes I do. So that's kind of, I think that's part of the burnout thing, though, versus compassion fatigue. I have thoughts that I am a success. Often I have those thoughts. I can't recall important parts of my work. How would I remember? No, I don't think that's happening with me. Okay, so I am a very caring person often, and I'm happy that I chose to do this work often. I feel happy about that. So there. So now I've got a new score. I've got a low on the burnout, a low score on secondary traumatic stress, and high score on compassion satisfaction. So this, I'm doing pretty well right now. That isn't the way it always is. So now if you hit that update ProQOL, it'll go back right into the same thing again. So you don't want to do that. Just go back to dashboard. So it looks like that didn't really affect my resilience rating. So those are the major points. Now let's go through on the very bottom here, there's tools. So I'm going to click the tools. And I'm not going to go through all of these, but you've got videos. I'll just show you. You've got the compassion videos. I'm not going to do all of them, but I'll show you what it looks like. And it looks, oh, this is taking too long. I'm just going to hit done. There are a few little videos that come up. And then, oh, here's the exercise one. This is kind of cool. So this is while you're sitting at your desk and you can do that. So do a twist and then, do a twist on the other side. And then, oh yeah, do this, and then there's going the other way, and oh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one deal. Yeah. Okay, so you can do that several times. So and twisting around. So and there's several of these. And shaking your hands, doing a little bit of that. Oh yeah, this one, that one's good. So this has some stretches you can do, and then it has you stand up and do some stretches. Oh yeah, that's a nice one for your shoulders, and keep your neck flexible. And then there's back at the first again. So and so I'm going to go back to tools. So that was the physical exercise thing. That's pretty cool though. It reminds you that you need to do that. Remind me of why I do this. So this is some other things that you can investigate. I'm not going to go into all of these right now. But again, little videos. So, and I need a laugh. So it's got oh shoot. Well, it's taken some time to get it. There's a little Dilbert cartoon that comes up, but it has one a day of those. And so I'm going back to tools, ProQOL helper card. So this has got just a little short thing of 10 things you can do each day. And so it's another nice little tool. And here's your ProQOL graph. So see, this keeps track of where you're at with your compassion satisfaction. And let's see, where is that? So that's September 4th, September 11th. So you can see by this that my traumatic stress was higher a couple weeks ago than it is now. And my compassion was lower than it is. And my burnout was, looks like my burnout is a little higher right now. So I don't have much traumatic stress. So anyway, you can keep track of that. And so let's go back to the tools again. And, oh, this is the burnout graph. So this shows what's been happening with me. Oh, it looks like I've been having a little bit more burnout. Look at that, it's high. So I've got the burnout thing going. I have been working awful hard, but not the compassion fatigue deal. So it's interesting. And these are the value cards. This is what it was talking about. You can take one of these. There are a bunch of these that come up. You can read one of these in the morning and think about that. And then that I just swiped up, and this will give you some more information about, mindfulness or whatever. The particular one card that comes up. So I think that about covers everything. This is a great, really, just an excellent app for your phone, and I think you're really gonna like it a lot. So that's all I've got to say. Tad Coles, Compassion Fatigue Coach. Send me an email, give me a call on the phone. Thanks for watching.